me and him and Vinny up all night drinking until we got there.
Hey, dickhead.
I
was there with you.
Yeah, you were there too. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out Party Like a Rockstar podcast. I'm your host, Joel Miller. Today's episode is brought to you by Misha's Kind Foods. They're an LA-based small business making the world's finest non-dairy cheese spreads on the market today. They're delicious and healthy, made from a cashew and almond milk, and blended with various locally sourced fresh herbs, vegetables, and spices. There's no vegetable oils, soy, fillers, starches, or nutritional yeast. It's lactose-free, paleo, keto, kosher Parev, and 100% vegan. Enjoy the show.
What's happening?
How you doing, boss?
Doing good. Where's my fucking picture, man? Why is it? Is that off? What's up?
You're messing everything up, dude. You suck at this.
Yeah, you gotta
suck at this.
You gotta click the button.
Daniel Dawson just hit me up and we were bullshitting for a second. He's like, "Yeah, man, I was on it last night." He's like, "I forgot to mention my koozie." I was like, "Oh yeah." We were in fucking in South America. We were in Chile with Lamb of God, and fucking Daniel. If you see him without a beer in his hand, it's a weird off day.
We kind of we did talk about it.
He made a koozie out of this fucking piece of white bread that we had sitting there, fucking gaff tape, and I'm like, that is a fucking Texas koozie right there if I've ever seen one in my whole entire life. Man.
Dude, he should have brought that up. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm like, so what do you drink, Modelo? And he's like, whoa. It's like, I do.
Listen, he drinks everything. It's okay, and that's why we love him. He is our fucking.
It was weird. Yeah, he was telling me like the suitcase stories and stuff. He was a cool guy, man. He was a good. Did you know that other guy too? That Marcos Pena.
I believe I do, man. I'm just gummies kicking in, so I'm fucking.
No, the dude never toured with anything. I think you would know. I don't know how he knew the guy. I don't know.
Right. Yes. That's me. My wife, he brought me a soda pop for the fucking deal. I mean, a little Arnold Palmer action.
Very nice. Very nice. Speaking of which, I'm going to crack one open here. Never had this one.
Oh, I am 2 years sober, so I will have my iced tea and lemonade.
Good on you, dude.
Hey, my doctor says the same shit when it comes to my diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to croak off.
Yeah. The kids like to be around. Did Peking figure it out, or what the hell's going on with him?
No, he's coming back, obviously. Here we go.
Oh.
Two. That's why I'm lagging. Otherwise, I'd be way more interesting.
Yeah. So where are you out of, man?
LA.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Syracuse, New York.
Oh, okay.
Why the fuck is my video not working? This is bullshit.
Okay, so look, bottom left, there's a little video camera with a red line through it. Click that, and it will come on.
Yep.
Yeah, I do. I fucked it up.
Did you hit it?
There is no video camera. I'm on my phone, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't know how to do it on your phone, but I know you can.
Oh, I know I can. I've done these many times. I just never had this happen before.
Good. You didn't have like a fucking Nokia fucking 0.5.
So I bought a bunch of Nokia stock. I've been fucking around on Robinhood like the rest of. I asked my buddy. I'm all. So do you play with Robinhood? And he goes, "No, I'm an adult." So like, all right, okay, fair enough. I'm like, but dude, I love fucking with it. How we doing, brother? We're good, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, we're doing it. Thank you. You look amazing as well. Marcus, love this shirt.
Love these guys.
So, yeah, I mean, it's the thing, right? I wanted to Vinnie Paul the fuck out of this shirt.
And you're wearing it well.
I think I do him proud.
Yeah. I love it.
All right, let me introduce you guys, and we'll get going.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
you're good. You don't need to apologize. Yeah, give it 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Patrick King, man.
What
I'm saying, Patrick King has been a drum tech for Lamb of God, Black Label Society, Vinnie Paul with Hellyeah. He's worked for Babymetal, Emily Autumn, and been a guitar tech for the band 10 years. Marcus Dane Rafferty has been a guitar tech for Hellyeah, Mudvayne, Fall of Humanity, Lamb of God, Saxon, Hatebreed, and Fozzy. Is that good? Was that a good intro?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more of it. I actually sing for Fall of Humanity. That one's my band.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
What do you guys sound like? Is it love music? Is it like hand holding Dionne Warwick type stuff?
Shit in a garbage can.
Shit in a garbage
We sound like shit in a garbage can. No, we're kind of hard rock, I guess. We got a couple metal songs, a couple brutal songs, some radio kind of shit. It's pretty rad.
There's radio shit that's called brutal songs?
Yeah.
Man, the airplane must be significant there.
Yeah. So great. I can see my house from here.
Fucking Christ. Wow.
All right, so here's my first question. This is a big question for you guys. If Taylor Swift were to do a cover album of Lamb of God songs, would you be excited to listen to it?
I would pre-buy it.
Pre-buy it?
Yeah, we might have to pre-order that one just
to make sure you got a copy.
Fan club. I would be the number one fan club.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think I'd have to sit with the guys and listen to that one just to see. That would be the great reaction video.
We would probably do one of these. We'd probably do one of these and just listen to it over and over again.
Do we write stuff? Do we write stuff this lovely? Maybe we went down the wrong road.
Great.
When to walk with me? When to walk with me? Get so poppy.
Invitation.
I was waiting to do it. I wanted to do an intro where it was like, so Patrick King has worked for Black Label Society, Disturbed, blah, 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 all these like heavy hitting bands, and just got off the Hello Kitty fan tour.
That's right.
I haven't had anybody yet, but I mean, I would love that. It would be so much fun.
Dude, if somebody does a Hello Kitty fucking tour, I want to be a part of it.
So I went to a Hello Kitty event. I used to babysit.
I would go work for the fucking Wiggles. I did.
Wiggles.
Yep. Let's go.
You imagine building the barricade for the Wiggles show?
We saw it. It was in St. Petersburg, Florida.
I bet you did. How many nights did you go?
I posted that the other day.
Yeah, you did. It was we did a venue that was in a park, and the barricade was, I shit you not, a white picket fence. It was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Dudes coming over the fucking fence, Hey man, look, don't crowd surf because there's a slight possibility of death.
Yeah, you might impale yourself.
Exactly.
It would keep them back. It would keep them back. Listen here, you punters of Barney, you Barney graduates.
Yes.
That barricade would be made of multicolored gaff tape.
All right, here's another one.
Right.
Do you think Randy Blythe was in summer camp as a little kid and was sitting around the campfire singing "Leaving on a Jet Plane," and he was like, "Leaving on a stealth bomber would be a better line for this fucking song," and that's how he got into music?
Yes.
Yeah, I could, if somebody told me that story on like a real life thing, I would totally believe that. I would say, yeah, Randy would probably say. Actually, Mark would probably definitely say that.
It'd be a great line. He can steal it. He can steal it if he wants.
He's welcome to use it.
Yeah, dude. He's welcome to use it. I give him full authority.
Very nice.
Appreciate that one. I'll send you part of the royalty. Spotify pays 0.25376 of the penny for one stream.
What you doing, Marcus?
Oh, I was taking notes.
Here's one.
Okay.
So if you guys see a penny, on the floor, do you pick it up?
No.
Never.
No,
okay.
We pick up dimes. That's
dimes. So nickels, no way.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah. And the pennies, I just leave them for somebody else because I figure I've had enough luck in my life. Somebody else needs way more than I do.
Oh, so they're lucky. Nickels?
Yeah.
Pick up a nickel?
I don't know.
It's silver, man. I'll pick it up. Silver.
And so quarters is a no-brainer.
Quarters. That's laundry day.
So I used to like leaving like change in the aisle of the airplane to see who would pick it up.
Dude, we gotta hang out.
It's boring on the airplane, so you got to try and think of stuff. So like quarters.
Me and P. King have been on many airplanes together. Many hundreds and hundreds of airplanes together.
You guys snuggle on the sky couch?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I knew it. I knew you did.
Jesus Christ.
I'm Big Spoon, by the way.
P. King has seen more of me than any one man would ever want to even think about.
So just so you guys know, we're already way more interesting than Daniel Dawson's interview. We're already like leaps and bounds, man. We're on that stealth bomber. I just want to let you know.
The fucking stealth bomber.
The stealth bomber. Excuse me, guys. I gotta.
Oh, take your time. Take your time, Pumpkin.
You on?
Yeah.
No.
How'd you guys meet each other?
Oh, okay. So.
Because I know it's a really big moment in your lives. I know it's a big deal.
The first time I met P. King, I was over at Vinny's house, and we were over at a barbecue situation, and I see this little dude running around. I'm like, he looks cool. He had a little blue goatee. He was like fucking wicked younger than he is now.
You're like a miniature blue meanie.
Yeah. And like him and I were just bullshitting. And it was like almost instantaneous, like, hey, P. King, you're going to come out and be a production assistant for Chad. And so that's what he did. And like, but the first meeting, me and P. King, I was like, I kind of want to hang out with that dude. Yeah. It's pretty rad.
That's a beautiful story. I'm trying to stop the tears because it's so nice.
P. King's whole story started there. And then it came down to, there was an issue, at one of the shows, sometimes shit happens. A crew dude has, it's got to go home and whatever, and we all love each other. But then, fucking, needing to find a drum tech, and when P. King, tell him what Vinny said to you.
Oh well, what had happened was Vinny had
drink more, bitch, drink.
Yeah, I skipped a lot of time, but that whole lot of time in the beginning was just P. King getting brutally verbalized by Cat.
I want to get dude. I want to get Cat on the but
this is why we're here.
I don't think Cat really does social media stuff, but I would love to get Cat on here, man.
Oh, I'd love to have Cat. That would be great.
Cat is one of the funniest motherfuckers you'll ever talk to, and he's the most genuine dude. I love that dude. I've got
I've heard some of the old school Pantera stories. I'm sure, like the Red Robe. I want to know all about the fucking Red Robe, dude.
Yeah, dude. You got to get John Brooks on here. John Brooks needs to get on here with you because he will tell you shit that you don't want to know.
I've heard a few that I already didn't want to know. I've heard some nasty shit. I say it. I'm very blunt in my book. I'm saying, I'm telling stories. Blah, blah, blah. I wrote a book. That's how all this crap started. And I'm telling stories. Blah 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 blah. And it's like, anyway, some guy. It's actually Frank Scrambolone. This guy jumped in and he told like the worst stories, which are of course from a fucking band called Pantera. And they were like, that's cute. Let me tell you some real rock and roll, bitch. So, and honestly, the stories are kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yep.
Pantera, man, I met those guys at and Dimebag was still around. They came to a Poison show. And I remember thinking like,
not surprised me at all.
I'm thinking, what the fuck are these guys doing here? And they're all like super bros. They all know each other real good. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm like, well, Pantera was a hair band. I'm like, fuck you. They're like, no, for real.
Early days.
Yeah. They were super cool, man. They like hung out on the side of the stage, like fan guys of Poison. It was real funny. They were all chill, low key. They were like interested in watching. And Brett's doing his whole strutting thing, and the fucking pyro's going off. And they're like,
I can vision everything that you're saying right now.
Dude,
me and Vinnie Paul went and saw Newfound Glory together. It was fucking rad.
That would be great.
It was fucking rad.
It's very cool when you've done a lot of shows and the rock star guys are on the side of the stage digging in as much as everybody else. You're kind of like, well, no wonder you got into this business. You're in, you love this shit, Can you imagine the Pantera guys thinking fucking Poison's awesome? It's great that they do. Very cool.
Yeah, they loved it. They love all the show and the stuff, and they were fans of music since way back, and they always stayed fans. That was one of Vinny's biggest,
if there was a day we didn't listen to Dokken, it was a weird day.
That's true. That's a fact.
The only thing with the Pantera guys is like when the girls would flash their tits, the guys would be like this. Anybody else? Oh, Hooters girls. That's better. Come over here.
No bullshit. Listen, if we were ever going out to eat and Hooters was an option, Vinny would be going there. We would have went.
The quantity of Hooters girls at Poison shows was insane. Yeah. I don't know why. But lots and lots and lot of Hooters girls. I think it was like a one-up from the strippers. It's like the strippers are cool, but when you get the Hooters girls, that's way cooler, man.
I get it. Not the strippers aren't classy. Listen, I know a lot of strippers.
Hooters girls bring chicken wings. I think that was the deal. The end game was they bring chicken wings, invite them all.
Yeah, dude, titties and food goes a long way.
Goes a long way. Remember that lawsuit, dude? Remember the Hooters lawsuit where they need to hire dudes?
Oh yeah,
my wife Ashley's hanging here with me too. We're just
Hi, Ashley.
having a little evening. Hi.
Is that your
Get
way
this
of telling
guy
me
in
to
check.
behave?
No, fuck no, dude. Please.
We should ask her all the questions. We should ask her the questions. How'd you meet her? Did you meet her through Pantera?
No. I was actually, it's a lovely story. I was playing acoustic at a bar here where I live.
Good start. Good start.
She come out to the show and whatever. And she
heard "Girl from Oklahoma" and that was it.
Right. No, actually, yeah, right about that. Actually, it was Stars from Papa Roach, but I moved into Steel Panther after. But I couldn't help but notice the ginormous fucking rack that she had. And I went up to her, I'm like, I don't really
What a lovely moment.
Listen, I said, I don't really know you, but you've got such an amazing personality. And that was it. It was
So who boobs are bigger, yours or hers?
Her. I mean, mine were a lot bigger then than they are now.
All right. Yeah, that is a love story. I love people from Syracuse.
They're amazing.
See, we party.
You want to hear my guitar tech joke that I found?
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
It's a fucking winner. It's a winner.
All right.
When I told my guitar tech I was worried about the action on my guitar, he told me not to fret about it. Oh,
yeah. I'm a dad, so yeah.
That's kind of like that's like a hippie joke. Have you guys ever seen anybody in tie dye at like a Black Label Society show?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
More times than you don't.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. Usually, you'll see all kinds of shit pop up at these different shows, man.
Was that guy Daniel?
Yes. No, Daniel doesn't have that. He doesn't have shoes either.
Daniel was telling me this whole thing is like, so.
He never had shoes.
Yeah, he won't wear shoes. He told me he forgot to pack his shoes, but he remembered his beer. And I'm kind of looking at him.
That's a scientific fact.
I'm like, you're preaching to the choir. I completely understand. But I was expecting the whole story. I'm waiting, and he's going through the details of the story because he's like a mathematician genius. So he's going through the fucking details. And I'm waiting for and then the thing came and some motherfucker stole my beer. And then he's like, and then it came and someone tried to talk to me about some boring shit. And I drank my beer in the airport. And I'm like, that's good, Brody stuff.
That's yeah.
I felt that. I felt that in my soul.
Yeah, right. It was touching. It was touching. I never asked him how he met his wife. I should have asked him.
Yeah.
I could make all kinds of jokes, but I shan't. Yeah. I'll behave.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. All right. What else?
My children's running across the fucking. What the hell are you doing?
You naked.
All right. So here's my other one. So this week, I'm in the bar, which I know is a stretch, but I'm in the bar. And have you been? And I know Marcus, you ain't drinking no more, but you'll be able to.
Oh no, listen, dude, I've drank enough for about 17 lifetimes.
I believe you.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you.
Yeah. So you've been in the bar, and the guy you're sitting there, and you do one of the, and you start drinking, and the guy goes, "Cheers," and you're mid fucking drink, and you're like, shit, And so then you got to stop doing your mid drink, and you go, "Sorry, cheers." It's not like you're eating a great steak in a restaurant, and the guy's like, cheers with his fork or something, and you got to stop eating half your fucking steak. The respectful thing to do would be to swallow the fucking steak and then be like, "Good steak, right, bro?" And then be like, "Oh, fucking great steak."
I would cheers him with the T-bone.
Chuck it at him.
I would caveman.
You can eat half. It's like the turkey one where you split the turkey thing. Here.
Oh, there you go. Split the T-bone out. Yeah.
What's with the stopping mid-drink? Couldn't you fucking wait till I finish my drink? And then my buddy, I was talking about it today, all right? So my buddy, John Holmstroem. And John tells me, well, the deal is, asshole, that when you first get your drink, before you drink it, you do a cheers, but you're such a fucking dick, you don't know the rules. Okay, fair enough. I kind of get it. However, when they give you the fucking beer, they always, or if it's a foo-foo-y martini type-y thing, they pour it up to the top, which is cool, man, because I like my alcohol. I want the best bang for my buck, but you got to sip some of that shit so you don't fucking drop it all over their 85-year-old carpet.
You lose half the drink. Absolutely.
So then are you the dickhead for drinking before the guy's like, cheers, bro?
No, fuck
You know
him.
what? I'm going to say no.
Fuck him,
You're
just
not
drink
the
it.
dick guy. When you
Drink
get
it, right?
sober, it's like,
Hold on.
what?
Did you come with the guy that said cheers?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Because if
Yeah.
you're going to a bar and you're standing next to him, you etiquette, you cheers the person. You're
Well,
with.
my take would be if you
Hey,
came with the guy, if you came with him, then fuck him. But if it was like some random guy, then you're a dick.
Yeah, man.
You know
Well, it's
what?
like the never-ending shot. Everybody just keeps cheers, then you go do it. Like, oh, wait. Like, the fuck,
No,
man?
fuck that. You know
We
what?
just
Fuck
did this
that.
whole thing.
Take
I
that
just got
shot.
myself hyped up to do this shot.
Stop that guy.
You know how-
Take a shot, do another shot. Fuck it.
You know how cheers started? Like the whole idea of cheers, you know what the purpose is?
Ted Danson and Shelley Long.
You just like to dance. Any excuse to dance. It has nothing to do with dancing. So they actually technically don't know. But what they think it's for is I would pour some of my drink in your drink. You would pour some of yours in mine. We both know we're not trying to kill each other, and we drink our drink.
Ah,
Man, that's deep.
it's like,
Nice shit, right?
It's deep.
I'll never cheers anyone ever again.
Yeah.
TK,
That's the reason.
Come on.
just put
I'll
it
cheers
down.
myself.
All right. So why are you guys guitar techs? How did you guys get going and doing what you do?
Oh, okay.
I usually say what you do so well, but I figured I would hold back.
I didn't start out as a guitar tech. I started out as a merch guy, and then after that, I sold merch for Trivium, and then Nothing Face. And then I played guitar in a band called Silent Civilian for a while.
Cool.
And then after Silent Civilian, I went to Hellyeah and to guitar tech. Maxwell called me up out of the blue. He's like, I need a guitar tech, dude. And he's like, I'm like, I don't even know what a fucking guitar tech is. He's like, oh, dude, it's easy. And I'm like, okay. He's like, I'll give you $1,000 a week. I'm like,
So,
well,
I've
okay,
never
okay.
seen a guitar tech on any T-shirt I've sold for any
Yeah,
band.
exactly. So,
You know,
yeah,
how great of a
so
shirt that should be a band fucking shirt, dude. The back line text and everybody would be the back of the shirt instead of like the show dates. We know the fucking
Yeah.
show dates, dude. We were there,
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be great, actually.
right, dude?
Yeah.
Oh man, no, mine, man. I got started as a guitar tech because my buddy Josh called me up and he's like, "Hey, you play guitar, right?" I go, "Yeah, I still play a little bit here and there." He goes, "You want to be a guitar tech?" I was like, "Sure." So I got started doing that. Now, when Vinny called me up for about the drum tech thing, he just called me and asked me if I was up for a challenge. So I was like, "Yeah, are you training me?" And he was like, "Yeah, be at the house at 6." And I was like, "Oh shit, I got to learn this." So went to his house and it went on from there. They had a kit set up, had me tear it down, set it up, tear it down, set it up.
How did
In
you already
between
know him?
times doing shows. I knew Vinny because I used to work for a comedian many years ago, and Vinny produced a show for that comedian in Vegas. And so I lived out there back and forth from Vinny's house and the hotel we were performing at for about 8 months.
Yeah.
And so I got to know him that way. So he liked my work ethic, and then told him when that gig was over, I said, "If you guys ever need somebody on the road, let me know." And sure enough, like a couple months later, they give me a call back. Brydog, his right hand, called me up and said, "Hey man, Chad, our singer's looking for an assistant. You down?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down." Went to work for him for about 1.5 years, and then personnel changes, like Marcus said, and then I end up working for Vince directly. And it's been one hell of a ride ever since.
That's cool.
Yeah.
When Vinny
Yeah,
died,
yeah.
were you like blindsided or?
Big time. Nobody saw it coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I hit my knees. I literally lost control of my legs. I couldn't stand. I was out at my son's house helping him move in San Diego, and got a call from Kyle. And Kyle had told me, he just said Vinny's dead. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And he repeated himself. And that's when my legs went out from under me. And sure as shit, and I shit you not, my daughter-in-law didn't even know what the fuck was going on. She just saw me down, and as opposed to checking on me or my physical well-being, she brought me a shot of Jack Daniels. And I was like, all right, cool. So she knows something's wrong.
Yeah.
And
So
then
like, at least she knows how to help you, you know?
Yeah, she
You know what?
does.
Honestly, it's kind of
I'm glad somebody's
interesting.
taking my role.
It's kind of interesting though, because like when a guy like that goes out, having a shot of Jack Daniels is actually kind of a cool way to like, because what are you gonna do, other than
It's nothing.
be bummed out as fuck? A quick shot might be. I'm not advocating drinking a shitload, even though we are right now, maybe, but but it is kind of a novel idea. I don't know. I was bummed. I didn't. You see it on the news, you're like, oh fuck. So
Yeah. That was It's like losing you're losing your brother, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. All right.
It wasn't like
go ahead.
I was just gonna say it wasn't like losing. It wasn't like losing, like a boss or whatever.
Hey,
That was my brother.
Something really quick. Like, I don't know if this is my first time doing something on this particular platform. So I don't know.
Oh, we know.
See us or not.
We're well aware.
Whatever, but we can't see any of their comments. So if they're asking questions or anything like that, I don't know. I can't see shit. So
this is being recorded. So
we're not live. No, we don't go live so that I can edit out all the stupid shit you say.
There's gonna be a lot of stupid shit.
There's been a couple, like one of these guys. He gave me his home address 2 times, and I was like, "Oof, man, we're gonna edit that out," And I think he's like, "Oh, good idea." I'm like, "Yeah." So there's been a few, but yeah, I'm not live yet. I did like when I was doing some for the book, I was doing some live ones. It actually makes it more interesting because people will pop in and ask you questions, and you're like, "Oh, that's actually a fucking really interesting question."
Content or whatever.
Yeah, I would have never thought of that. I was like, "Did Poison ever play with Pantera?" Fuck, that's a good one. I don't know. Yeah, let's ask him. So
I wouldn't doubt if Brett showed up from time to time.
We should do this again sometime on that kind of platform.
On a live one.
Yeah.
Are you saying I should invite you?
Yeah.
You have a more colorful shirt you can wear.
I do.
Actually, he does. He does.
I like it.
I'm sad that I know that, but yeah, he does.
Yeah, so they were giving me shit with last night was his one and Daniel's one, and he my first show. Nobody told me what to do, and I wore a white T-shirt, and that's what I had for the first couple days on tour because no one had told me what to wear.
I was like, serious.
Well, I didn't know, man. I didn't know. It was a little awkward. And then I got a black shirt from the merch guy at some gig, and I was so happy because at least I look like a fucking roadie now.
Right. So what was your gig, man? What was your first introduction to doing all this kind of shit?
Carpenter. But I was sort of like an everything guy. We were doing radio shows with Stone Temple Pilots, and so I would set up the lights, do the carp, do whatever needed to be done. Really, I didn't know, right. And then everybody's having me do everything because I was willing to do it, I think. But I was learning all about it. I was working as hard as I could, and I was digging it. I was okay with it. And plus, I was 21 years old, 22 years old.
Yeah, right. Yeah, go out and have fun.
They work me out. They do. They work me like a little slave.
Yeah,
they work my ass off. But it was great stuff.
A lot of shit, though, didn't you?
A lot. Yeah, absolutely. You learn a lot every day, And people, I'll ask people, so where'd you learn? Where most of the people I learned from were the stagehands. If you shut up and you're respectful, those guys have been doing it for a while. They'll teach you everything you want to know if you're not a dick.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it was great for me.
That's cool, man. I like it. It's most of the stories that I've heard. There's never been this, everything was like a weird happenstance that got people into doing this kind of shit.
Yeah, that was the biggest question I had with my book was, you're illiterate roadie. I'm like, we're not fucking illiterate. It's just most of us aren't so good with words. But I mean, but I got the second one was, how did you feel when Scott Weiland died? And you're kind of like,
where you going? Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, well, what are you supposed to? I wasn't doing jumping jacks. I mean, how do you think I felt?
I was less than thrilled. Yeah.
And then how did you get into it? And most of the people I asked, it was random. And I was random. But this guy who actually worked for Pantera and stuff, he needed his car fixed. He went to my dad to get his car fixed.
Oh, no shit. Nice.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Do you want to work?" I thought he was full of shit, but a few days later, I was on a plane. He wasn't. He needed a kid basically just to get to do as much as they could get done. So
yeah,
it kind of was just strange, but it was good. Yeah, it was really good, man. I don't know. Did you have any dates set up for your next gig or?
Oh yeah, I'll leave June 25th to go out with 10 Years and start a little run with them. That'll be ending up some point in July, and then I fly back into Lamb of God, do stuff with them, flip right back into doing some stuff with 10 Years again, and then right back to Lamb of God again.
Dude, you're busy. So with those guys, you're guitar tech for both bands?
I know. Guitar tech for 10 Years, drum tech for Lamb of God.
So do you like switching up, or you don't care? You're happy to do either? Just give me a job.
I can do anything that you put in front of me. I'm not being an asshole or like.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, is it like interesting to switch it up for you just to keep things going a little different, or
it keeps it keeps it fresh, keeps you doing some different things and keeps your skill set opened up, which is nice. I like it. Anything like that, or like doing the either PA stuff or production. Yeah, production stuff is great too. I just like to kind of run the gamut because you never know where you're going to be needed.
Yeah, the more stuff you learn, the better opportunity you have to have a job.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's one thing I've always tried to do. And no matter what, it's like I don't care if it's mowing grass to drum teching to being an electrical guy, whatever it takes.
Have you been on like a tour where you're the drum tech, you're looking at the guitar tech, and you're like, motherfucker, dude?
Yeah. There's been a couple of times where I've been like, dude, really? What are you missing this? What's going on? Sorry, Market. Oh, he's not even in the room. But I had to fuck with him a little bit. But yeah, there's been a few times where that's happened, but more often than not, I've gotten the extreme pleasure of working with people that know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, that's been a great. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you get fired real quick.
That's true.
Well, actually, I don't know if you even get the gig because so these bands have been around for a while. They're big. It's pretty unlikely. I think you get a guy who really knows nothing. So,
yeah.
You guys are tight on Lamb of God. You guys are hanging out all the time on the days off and.
Oh yeah, we got. I'm kind of a loner dude anyway. And Marcus used to yell at me all the time because he'd be like, "Hey man, we're all going to go out and have family dinner," and I would be like, "No, you guys go ahead." I just had my own thing and I would do my thing. But I've gotten more, I guess, social with that now. So I hang out with people and like with the Lamb guys. I remember when we were over in Europe and the last time. And one of the guys from In Flames has a restaurant called 2112. So we went over there and everybody had a big ass dinner with those guys. And it was fantastic. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
But a lot of times on day off, you'll just sit in the hotel and just do your own thing.
No, I just disappear. And go like see shit. Cause I like to, wherever I'm at, I like to go check shit out. I don't care if it's a nature trail or a museum, shit like that. I'll do that. But
that's cool, man. So I'm an art dealer. I was an art history major in school. I'm an art guy, and I couldn't ever get anybody to go. I did get like a bunch of the guys from SDP to go see Falling Water. It's a Frank Gehry. It's not Frank Gehry. It's Frank Lloyd Wright in Pennsylvania, and that was super cool, man. A bunch of us trooped out there, and I was all happy. I dragged these guys, but usually, you know how it is. You're in the mall, and it's like, yo.
Oh yeah.
Nope. All right.
That was one thing with like touring with the Hellyeah guys is we had days off and we were always near a fucking mall. It's like, I don't want to go to a fucking mall. I don't want to see a mall. I don't want to be a mall.
Yeah. And there's like all these there's these pregnant kids walking around with their babies. It's like awkward. That's the whole mall in Middle America.
What the hell is going on here?
The hell is
we're talking about pregnant kids,
pregnant kids.
The usual.
A lot. Thanks, Pantera. Okay. No, that's actually
that
was uncalled for.
No, we're just talking about days off and shit, and like how like hanging out and shit, and like how like being more of a like a loner type.
He was basically saying he tries to do cultural shit to like make his life back to normal because you guys are so uncultured.
No, he goes to Irish bars,
and then there's that.
Then he'll go to Irish bar and have dinner, and then he'll go back to the Irish bar, have a couple shots, and then he'll go back to the hotel.
Can you guys get people into the shows now, or is it just impossible? It's all changed.
I'm putting it out there like this. I don't know what the future holds, and I don't know what the backstage area is even going to look like when we go out. So
yeah, no shit.
Because I mean, if you're at the bar, you're drinking with some random people, which is like my favorite thing to do. Just talk to random people about, drinking a beer mid cheers and shit, just random crap. If I was in a very the guy, the people are cool, but like, dude, bring your wife, come to the show tomorrow. I'll have tickets for you. But I've been told it's not like that anymore.
We're on a tour. Yeah, we do that, of course.
But now things being what they are now.
I was told like no comp tours. It doesn't work that way. You're not getting people in.
Yeah, well, right now it's kind of hard to because everybody's been off for so long. Yeah. If nobody's been working, so it's kind of like when people now. I mean, before it would be like on your nerves. Yeah, before it would be on your nerves and people would be like, "Hey, can you get me into the show?" And it was like all the fucking time. Well, now it's almost an insult because none of us have worked. Yeah, so it's like you got to. Why don't you come support your brothers?
Yeah. I would tell people that's fine. I'll get you in the show, but you got to get to Somerset, Wisconsin, and you could totally come to the show.
So what I would do,
no problem. Bring your friends.
What I have told or thought about anyway, I haven't told anybody, but like if a friend was to come,
this is an inside scoop, Marcus.
Yeah, if a friend was to come and buy a ticket to the show, then I would give them a pass to come backstage. You know what I'm saying? You support the band, buy your goddamn ticket, support the thing. Yeah, I'll give you.
But are they handing you the money for the ticket?
No, never. No, we get compensated pretty well out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
as the merch guy. I used to love going into the parking lot, dude, and being like, "You cannot sell these shirts."
Yeah,
I take the shirt, man.
Bootleggers.
Fuck yeah, they were great. And then you wear it around the band, and the band's kind of looking at you like, "Did we make that shit?"
Dude, actually, no bullshit. I went out with Mark Morton, right? I went out on his solo tour with Light the Torch, and I was doing merchandise for Mark and Light the Torch, and taking care of Mark's shit for the most part. And we had this other dude, Zach, that was awesome to help us out. But so fucking, they had this little tip button thing on the iPad signature deal. Dude, I made more money in tips selling fucking merchandise for Mark Morton and Light the Torch than I had on any other tour ever. It was insane.
I hate that little thing. I don't want to make the executive decision on whether what I give you for a fucking tip. I would prefer that the owner of the establishment raises the price of everything, and that's the damn price. And if you don't think it's good, don't go back to the goddamn place.
Right.
But it's including tip. That's it. You don't got to tip them. You don't got to just like it is in Europe.
That's how they do it in Europe.
That's
how they
it.
do it in Europe.
And there's no Yelp. Don't be a whiny little bitch. If it's no good, just don't go back to the place.
Yeah, fair enough. You see, there's the ones where they have the little pay thing on the table, and it dials in. It like, okay, well, here's 20%, and it starts at 20.
But where does the madness stop? Is it like you're in Home Depot and the guy's like, well, we're out of tile, but there's some up there. And then you got to give the guy some money so he gets on his little lift, kicks you out of the fucking aisle. And then pulls it off.
Dollar bill, man.
No, fuck that. Set that guy on fire. Fuck it.
Yeah. Sir, if I give you this crumpled up, rolled up dollar bill that I found at the bottom of my pocket, would you go up there and get that for me?
I would.
You know what, Marcus? For that dollar bill, I might.
Marcus is like, Marcus is doing the penny test. He's like, he goes and gets it and gets me my tile for my bathroom.
Oh man, yeah. Fuck
right.
That shit's heavy.
So here's this is the big question of the whole podcast. You guys need to focus. You need to focus. You might have to bring your wife back because we already established you're not there.
Hey, maybe she focused both.
That's right.
So here's the
Sorry,
deal.
I ripped that joke up.
All right, hang on.
Hellyeah is apparently a super group.
Oh, wait,
okay.
hang on.
Oh, is she coming back? All right, hold on.
I gotta pour another drink. Fuck that.
All right, you're the smart one out of this group over here on our side, Rafferty. So
this is a group effort.
We're doing trivia.
Yeah, it's trivia, dude. Trivia is good. People like trivia. It gets people to. It gets hits, and hits are good. Hits are good. They're good. Yeah, I got to start. They're like, you need to tell people how to like subscribe to your shit. And I'm like, I don't even know how to freaking sound. But I got an intern now named Cade, man. And this kid, I've been calling.
Like a dude that would know what he's doing.
Well, dude, he's got a class and his job is to be an intern. And so I was like, well, you found the right price. So this kid, he calls me and he goes, I can start tomorrow because I'm supposed to work for you Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I think Friday, I forget. And my girlfriend's just like, fuck, man, this kid. So he's like, what can we do? I'm like, well, we got a Memorial Day party tomorrow. And your first day at work is you have to come to the party. He goes, okay, I'm really not that into music.
What the fuck?
I'm okay. Okay. And he goes, all right. He goes, but I'd like to come. I'll come to the party. He goes, I'll bring some White Claw. I'm like,
oh, hell no. Hell no.
I'm okay. Look,
no.
Don't bring the White Claw. We're going to start from scratch, bro. We're going to start from scratch.
Dude, who was it that told me the other day? It was like, if you're drinking a White Claw, it's like you're drinking television static and somebody's yelling fruit names from the other room.
I have not had one, but I'm envisioning everything you're saying because I drink that flavored seltzer water.
It's like a foofy seltzer thingy. Yeah. I mean,
just fucking drink like a real person,
man. Can you tell by the shirt?
The problem is I don't like.
I'll drink it.
I don't like the skinny can. That's my problem. If it had like a fat can, I think it would look cooler.
Like a Foster's can?
Foster's
Jesus
is cool.
Christ, man.
I think what they should do, they should make them where it's kind of like, it's like short and fat for like guys to look cool.
Short fat guys like me. I get it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think they need to.
Hey, King, so is it Foster's?
They should make the shit black. They should make the cans black.
Yeah, there you go.
I agree.
No, was your question, Marcus?
You got that, and it had like a little shot next to it of Jack or something, and you just combine it.
Now you're real Pete King. He's got the bait and hook and line for Pete King. He just reeled him in right there with the shot of Jack.
Yep.
Yeah, I did. That was intentional, by the way. I'm on my shit here. But I'd have my shot, and I'd have my little foo-foo-y girly drink, and I'd be like, I'm like a chef, you know. Oh, let's drink. So anyway, this kid, right, intern kid. There's a story here, Marcus. Jesus.
Pete King, when we go to LA, we're hanging out with this dude. So you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it with me. So
Charge per hour. I got way more questions when I'm at the bar. It gets really bad. So this.
so we got this intern. There's an
intern, right? Kate. So Kate comes to the party and he looks like Flounder from Animal House, bro. He totally looks like him. So he walks in and I'm like, oh, I fucking love this guy already. This guy is gonna be great. So we're hanging out. He's a nice guy and he's talking about podcast stuff. And I'm looking at him like, okay, look, the truth is, I don't know what I'm doing, and none of the guys on there are very interesting. We're a bunch of dipshits. There's actually, I've had a couple guys on here who are like major production managers, so I should be really polite. I'm bringing out tomorrow, dude. It's Keith Marks and Tony Moon. I don't know if you know those guys, but
very nice. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, but me and Pete King are pretty freaking entertaining. I'm just saying.
You guys are right, which is why I'm telling you, like the heartfelt good stuff. You know.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right. So this kid,
he's like, I'm pretty good at beer pong. Okay, right on, man. So I take him over to the table. There's these two girls that are in string bikinis who are buddies. And he's got his little ping pong ball or whatever. And they start like licking each other's tits and stuff. And he's like sitting there trying to throw the ball in the cup. So we finished it and he's like, music stuff isn't that bad. I'm like, that's right, my little, that's right. You're going to be a roadie one day, my friend, you know?
That's right. Welcome to the dark side.
Welcome to the dark side. Welcome to the dark side. Okay, so here's the deal. This is what we're doing. So Hellyeah is a super group. So I looked up online to see like it was LA Weekly who had the list, but the shittiest super groups on the list. Okay.
Shut up.
And there's a couple I totally disagree with, but I'm going to throw it at all three of you now. What's your wife's name, Marcus?
Ashley.
All right. So all the three of us, we're going to figure out if this list is some bogus shit or not. And honestly, a few of them I never heard of, but they're still super. All right. So we'll start off with some I've heard of. Super Heavy. Don't know. Audio Slave. Totally fucking disagree with, dude.
I disagree with that.
I love
Vehemently disagree. They were awesome. Loved it.
Amazing.
Don't know what we're talking about. Chicken Foot.
Yeah, I like
Chicken Foot. Chicken Foot.
I dig
love Chicken Foot.
Yeah. Anything Sammy does, man, I dig
my
it.
dad fucking listen to that shit all the time.
But I'm wondering, like, how did they come up with the list? Because, like, Audio Slave, Chicken Foot, they had hits. People go to the shows. I mean, in what realm does it suck? I mean, where did you guys? I think this is why people are leaving LA.
The road that was a dick. That's what it was.
Hey, you know what? All the people leaving LA are coming here to Austin, so fuck it.
You're in Austin.
Good beer in Austin, man. Great barbecue.
Hey, man, I'm in Texas, man. We're neighbors. I'm in Texas. We're all neighbors.
You and I are going to be on a boat together.
Yes, we are.
All right. We're not talking about your personal moments here. I still got more on the list.
Got it. Yes.
Who else is on the list? Who else is on there?
Velvet Revolver.
No, love Velvet Revolver. I thought they were great.
I totally think they were kick-ass too. Don't get it.
Absolutely.
Swedish House Mafia.
Not familiar.
No clue.
No.
Definitely should be on the list. Now, here's one that I didn't know was a super group. But I'm like, oh, that's got to be good. Lou Reed and Metallica.
Yeah.
Not so yes. I actually listened to it. Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
It was pretty bad. Yeah. It was pretty bad. Yeah. I had another one is when we were talking about Metallica's Orchestra album.
Oh, the S&M thing?
Yeah. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Dude, you want to know a good one? A really good one?
What?
Fucking Billy Joe Armstrong and Nora Jones. Fucking incredible.
Really? Wait a minute. I think that's on the list somewhere.
Really? What do they call it?
What was the name of the band?
I don't really know. I think
dude, what are you talking about? You're just making up crap. If you don't know the name of the band.
It's called Billy No.
Yes.
Google it. All right. More list. Methods of Mayhem.
Yeah.
Methods of Mayhem. It's just isn't that just Tommy and him playing beats with somebody else?
I thought
it's like him on a little kit by himself in his house.
Yeah. Yeah, now
It's
Get Naked is actually a good song. I'll give him credit for that one, but I haven't heard the rest of their shit, so I can't
the
judge.
video, you fucking pervert.
It's like him and his neighbor, and it's the super group.
Him and his
Because
neighbor.
he's so bad that anything's a super group. Anything.
It's like him and Tom Jones. That's what it is.
Oh, dude, I love Tom Jones. Yeah, somebody was telling me, they were telling me like what a super pimp Tom Jones was. Where like, I'm like,
he
yeah,
was, dude. He was, dude. I went to see Tom Jones with Tower of Power because I'm an old fucker. And,
that's a great show. Come on,
dude. It was a great show, and but it was funny watching all the oxygen tanks like coming down the steps. And they're still like, but they're drawing back like fucking longbowsmen, like pulling them panties back, like, and they're flying them at the stage. They're just.
So I went to a show with who's like the major violin dude, the guy who's like paralyzed and stuff. Itzhak Perlman. I went to an Itzhak Perlman, and I'm in the nosebleed section. I'm drinking wine out of plastic bottles because you got to drink wine when you watch Itzhak Perlman.
Of course you do.
So,
yeah, that's what you do.
Of course, they get pretty drunk off of like 18 bottles of shitty wine in the nosebleed section. Everybody dresses up real nice, and I dressed in my dress shirt, which is this actually. It's the same shirt from
one shirt.
And I get up and I just yell, "Throw your fucking panties at him!" And it was just silence, man. And everybody just kind of turned around and looked at me. I'm like, "What, dude? He's probably never had panties thrown at him in his life, and he's fucking Itzhak Perlman. It would be badass."
Dude, how great would that be to just throw some like oversized BVDs at him? I mean,
I love you, Itzhak. You're my boy. My boy, Itzhak.
Granny panties just fucking flying through the fucking top. Jesus.
No,
that was the Tom Jones thing. Yeah.
So he's like violin, he's like violin god, right? He plays a Stradivarius. It was great. So you're watching him, but the deal is, and don't get me wrong, the guy has like.
What about the saxophone player from the fucking Lost Boys? That's a
dude, he's actually doing those cameo things.
Did you see the meme from the saxophone player at Point Break?
No.
There's like a saxophone player on the beach. He's wearing no shirt. He's like all muscular and shit. And there's memes of like, what's the point of this?
That was Lost Boys. That was Lost Boys. Same dude. Yeah, it was Lost Boys. Yeah, I'm sorry, I know that.
Maybe he was he in Point Break and Lost Boys? Because then he's like the naked like saxophone player, which is kind of cool.
I didn't see one at Point Break, but I'm sure Marcus will go look and tell me about it.
Maybe I just got the movie wrong.
Yeah. I know fun facts about Peking. I know his favorite movie's Twister.
Twister.
Not my
Twister.
My favorite movie is not Twister.
You fucking every single time that thing's on, you'll watch it. You'll sit there like
it's on 25 times a day. But
calm down, Marcus. Calm down. Peking, what's your favorite movie, dude? Let us know. What is it?
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah, I know.
And so here's the deal in the Fanny 5.
So here's the problem with Tombstone. There's not that many good-looking cowboys, dude. Cowboys were not all handsome motherfuckers.
That's true.
The beer holder, eh, Peking?
That is very true.
Tombstone's like Playgirl coming out with a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
we'll have Val Kilmer look cool and shoot shit up.
Yeah. It's say cool. The whole movie is one-liners, which that's what makes it great.
Yeah. Anyway, I've seen it like 10 times. I mean, I'm saying it's
just so you guys know, my battery thing's at 13%, so I probably got another 15.
Hey, how about you plug that bitch in?
Plug it in, dude. Do you need a tech?
Yeah.
First day? I remember my first day.
We'll wait for you, Pumpkin.
No,
it's all right. We had a good vibe going. You just really slowed it down. It's okay.
Yeah. No, you're good.
It's okay, man.
It's okay, man.
It's okay, man.
You have no idea.
You know who wrote Scarface? Mr. Movie.
Who wrote it?
Yeah.
Who wrote it?
You guys know? Nobody knows?
What?
Quentin Tarantino wrote Scarface.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino was fucking, Scarface.
Really?
Yeah, right?
Wow, I'm so disappointed.
That's the only thing I know about movies. All right.
Interesting.
Back to the list.
Yeah.
All right.
Democracy.
Yes, what? I remember that. That was from the fucking TV show thing, where it was like this guy, Sebastian Bach and Scott Ian and whoever the fuck else was in that.
You're right, Scott Ian. I love Scott Ian.
Oh, Ted Nugent was in it. Whoever else. But I can't really call that a super group because that was just for a TV show.
Yeah, it was like a super TV show group. They should have like had a different category. Super TV. All right. Hollywood Vampires. I thought they were kind of cool.
Yeah, they were good.
It was fun.
Anything Alice Cooper does, I mean, that works.
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp can play 3 chords, so he's got it. Fuck it.
He looks cool while he's playing.
Yeah,
I mean,
and Joe Perry makes up the rest of it.
I remember talking to Doyle one time about his fucking beating the shit out of his guitar and he plays. And he's just like, yeah, fucking punk rock, man. Some of the notes are right.
That's true.
I was like, cool,
Very
man.
true.
Doyle said it, so it's got to be true.
All right, here's my favorite. Here's my favorite one. Asia.
As a super group.
Asia was a super group.
I see what you're saying.
And I'm like, heat of the moment's all right. He's in the, and then there's like Soul Survivor. I'm like, oh yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
Soul Survivor was pretty bad. That was pretty.
You get one. It's a give and take situation with that one. Is that what else is on there? Is that it? Or?
No, I got more, dude. I got more. It's just in case you guys were boring. I got a pretty long list. So.
I got 300 bands on this bitch.
I got more. We can go till his phone dies. We're good. This one I disagree with too. Damn Yankees.
I liked it. That was my first concert.
Cool shit, right?
Yeah, my father took me. I was like fucking 5 or something.
Really?
Damn Yankees. Fucking Bad Company.
Bad Company. Till the day I die.
You were 5.
Oysterhead.
Who?
Oysterhead.
Dude, it's with Les Claypool.
Oh, I missed it.
I'm with you. Never heard of it. So I got to check it out. Here's one. Ringo Starr and his all-star band.
Yes, I fucking heard that. It's so bad.
No.
It's so bad.
And last two, I'd never heard of Tinted Windows and the Power Station.
I know who Power Station is.
That band out though. I checked that band. That sounds like an 80s fucking like pop metal.
Totally 80s.
Got it. Yeah, I knew who Power Station was. I don't know who the other one was.
Oh, I know you fucking would, you old bastard.
The next list is, who is your favorite anal beads company manufacturer?
Adam and Eve.
Right.
Good.
All right, guys,
good.
we got River.
Hey,
we
guys.
go through all my important
questions.
questions.
Oh, see, he knew that one. Fucker.
Were you guys working for Lamb of God when this dude got killed at the concert or whatever happened? Is that before you guys?
That was before our time, but I was talking to Randy a lot in those times when we were seeing him. Actually, when he was going to fly over there to do, actually, this is a crazy story. We were at Download, and Stone Sour was playing. It was the first time that Corey had sang since Paul had died, and they were doing Through Glass. And Corey broke down stage. Randy broke down on stage. I carried him to my bus, had some drinks. Then we gave him a ride to the airport. It's me and him and Vinny up all night drinking until we got there.
Hey, dickhead.
I was there with you. Yeah, you were there too. Yeah. And then you had passed out and fucking Randy started rapping, and then Vinny went. It was an emotional VH1 behind the scenes night again. You know those. They're bad, but this one was really, really, really intense. We gave Randy a hug, sent him to the airport. I'm not sure if he flew home first and then flew over or where he went, but it was a fucking emotional ride for sure.
And this is when he flew back there. Is this when he got arrested? When he flew back there?
This was when he went back to do the trial.
Yeah, I mean
the final trial.
It's crazy shit.
I'm like, dude, they're gonna kill you. And he's like, I gotta go. He's like, Randy said, he's like, I gotta go do this. I have to do this for my fans and for metal, and because it's right. I gotta go, and whatever happens, happens. And I was like, dude, they're gonna fucking kill you. But thankfully, he's home.
But you were there to instill some confidence. They're gonna kill you.
Thanks for the positivity, man. Wait a minute, feel good on his plane ride.
That was the talk the whole night. That was the tone of the fucking 10-hour bus ride, basically.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
Was that your last tour with him?
No, that was back. Fuck, that was years ago. No, we're good. We good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a question I try to ask everybody when I remember when I'm not too drunk. So my buddy has a daughter. She's in 5th grade, and she said, you need to ask the people on your podcast, when was the first time that they felt famous? So bear in mind, this is from a 5th grader. So the idea is that First time felt famous, first time felt celebrity, first time felt important, first time felt good about yourself. When's the first time that comes to mind where you were like, this is cool. I'm happy.
Ooh, man, that is actually the very first time I felt that I had finally accomplished something that I would never imagine was possible was the first time I played with Gasoline. And we were at Vinny's living room, and Gasoline was me and Vinny, Brennan, and Bob Zilla at the time. And so after Diamond passed away, Vinny wanted to do his jam band again. So we would do that on New Year's Eve, and it was like third song in, and I look behind me, I'm playing, and there was Vinnie Paul smiling at me playing drums. I'm like, this is cool. This is cool.
That's very cool.
Yes. Yeah. And that was my first wow moment.
It's a kick-ass moment. I like it.
Thanks, man. Yeah. Actually, I got this guitar. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
I got this guitar from Vince, and it was the one I picked out because we were doing Beat It by Michael Jackson, and I couldn't do it the solo on acoustic, so I picked up this guitar, and so P. King will tell you there was a picture in Vinny's house of Sammy Hagar holding that guitar that looked just like that. This was the sister to that one. So I played it, and after the show, Vinny asked me how it played, and I was like, "Dude, it was awesome." He's like, I felt like Dime was with us. He said there was 13,333 viewers watching us play, and he's like, "It's yours, man. He wanted you to have it. He was with us," and I was like, "Fuck you," and that was another big fucking emotional one. But yeah, I took it home. It's on the wall. I played one show with it, and then stays up there.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What do you got,
P. King's
King?
got some awesome ones too.
The what?
So P. King's got some fucking cool fucking beginning stories too.
What do you got, my friend?
I got nothing. Marcus covered it all.
All right, fair enough. We're done here. It's really nice talking to you guys. It's been good. I'll see you guys next week.
I feel like Forrest Gump. That's right on, man. You said it all.
Yeah.
I think I don't know really how you describe all that shit. There's so many moments that are just completely amazing. Now for me personally, it was kind of a cool thing as a transference moment to be, say, at the local venue I went to go see everybody else at growing up, which was like Starplex Amphitheater over in Dallas. And then we were sitting up for a thing they have here called BFD, which is like the Eagle, the radio station here does.
I remember this day for you. I remember that moment for you. I remember. You were so fucking excited.
Yeah, so it just kind of dawns on me. I get up behind Vinny's kit, and I'm just doing what I do every day, and I'm fucking around with it and jacking around with it. It just dawns on me. I look up, and I'm like, fuck, I'm sitting at Starplex, but I'm on the stage looking out. That's fucking phenomenal. It's worth every blood, sweat, tear, getting yelled at, fucking up, whatever thing that I ever did. That being said, I'll tell you, that I've never really had a bad show except for on somebody else's behalf. I've had my own fuck ups. But they were fuck ups that got fixed. But it was because of someone else's fuck up blaming me. Yeah, no, we don't. But that it went kind of sideways. But I mean, to the point of like me. We
never had a fucking a stage manager tell us that we were cut.
No. Now, I will tell you this though. Let me switch subjects entirely.
Okay.
So our bus used to like to break down a lot.
Oh,
and
man.
It was kind of a unique characteristic of the bus, and it was lovely. No, it wasn't. But what we did, we were en route to a show down in San Antonio, right? And the bus broke down, and we waited, and we tried to do everything as people do. They try to get everything done as fast as they can, and nothing's happening. We can't, juggle any more of the day. We got to fucking go. So me and Marcus, we jump in this fucking, and Greg right out. We jump in this fucking equipment truck. We ride down to this fucking venue, and they send us around. I mean, it was just a run around the whole fucking day. From the time the door went up to the time the band hit the stage, 27 minutes.
That's right, 27 minutes exactly.
27 minutes. And the fucking stage manager like looks up, and he was just like, "There's no fucking way you guys are gonna make it." We're like, "Shut up! Get out of the way!" So we jump up, we fuck knocking stuff out. We're just fucking kicking. We get up there. I swear to God, Vinny's walking up to his drum kit, and right as he fucking boom, there It was like the last cable connect. Boom, they're fucking roaring. We get through the set, and like midway, I will say this also. Me and Marcus used to stand behind these scrims that they had in front of the back line.
Yeah.
So we're both standing there like this. We're like,
is this
all
a
right, cool.
thing?
No. This is
okay,
great.
Good.
We're just standing there, and we're like, all right, band's going. And we both look out at the front of the stage. We look back at each other and like, the scrims are going. And we both kind of just sank out of Now, but we came off the stage and the fucking stage manager was just like, holy shit, dude.
Every single person that was on that fucking stage, every crew person from every band watched that happen. And we got a standing ovation when we were fucking done.
That's awesome.
It was like something in the universe just had to fucking test us on a daily basis.
Did you guys have windups and stuff on Hellyeah? I mean, the Pantera guys are so famous for fucking around with each other.
Oh yeah, we always had shit going on. I mean, like I remember walking into the bus, and remember that, Marcus? We were in London, and Vinny and the guys had been out fucking around all night. I get back in the bus, and I get into my bunk, and there's a full-length fucking cold human in my bunk. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I hear Vinny start laughing from the background, cracking his ass up. And I drag it out. It's a life-size blow-up doll.
Dude, them blow-up dolls have a story of their own.
Yeah. And I still have her, by the way. She was so proud of you. My girl's name's Mary, and he referred to her as Euro Mary.
Yep.
Yeah. So I still have Euro Mary here with me. Now the funny part of that story.
I still have Minnie Peking here.
Oh God, do you really? I'm scared.
You have a blow-up doll that looks like him?
He does.
Yeah, we made it look like him. Yeah.
Wow.
Peking has a past life.
Where'd you get the T-shirt, Peking?
Oh, some dude made this for me. Like I showed up to a show and he just had that.
I want one of those.
Well, we'll see what I can do.
Yeah, make it happen. Excellent.
Yep. All right.
A clothing line out of Peking shirts?
Yeah, we can do that. We can make that happen. Socks. Peking socks. You're like, wait, socks, like as a pair. Got it.
Socks.
Okay, got it.
You want to spell it? It's just one letter. Who cares?
What's your phone at? Are you still at? What are you at now? 1%?
8. I'm still good.
8. Wow.
Dude, you got a good phone.
That Galaxy's going slow as fuck. I like it.
Yeah. Well,
so
guys. Sorry, I don't know if you got any other stories. You're welcome to tell them. Otherwise,
I got a ton of stories, just can't tell them.
Yeah. Why don't we do a part 2 of this?
Yeah?
Yeah. We'll schedule it down. Maybe we'll do it live.
I don't know how to do it live one.
We'll figure it out.
Look at him taking the show over. Look at him. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this shit right.
Yeah, man.
You guys will be partners in this shit.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you having us. I actually had a blast.
I'm glad you did. Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having us, man. And next time you talk to Daniel, tell him hello.
Yeah.
I will. I'll tell him what's up.
All right, man. We'll see you later. Signing off.
Later, 8%.
Right,
hey, Marcus, before you leave, go take care of business.
I was fixing to.
Hey, thanks for watching Party Like a Rock Star. If you're not already subscribed to the Facebook or YouTube channels, do it. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The handle is Party of Stars. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.